What is going on, fellow farmers? Welcome to our very first map tour with your boy CG Farms right here on FS22. Guys and girls, today is going to be our official first map tour and our first look at No Man's Land. I know you guys have been asking me about this, so today we're going to be taking a tour. Now, if we go into the map, all right, we're going to go to the map and we're going to have a look at it. Now, everything here is the same as pretty much as it was in FS19. If I can possibly find my cursor here. There we go. So the only thing we own, as you guys can see, the only thing we own is 26. Everything else you're going to have to buy. So everything else you'll have to buy, you have to create your own fields. This is a farm pretty much, it's called No Man's Land for a very good reason. And the reason it's called that is because this is a place where there's no contracts, there's no neighbors, no nothing like that. You're out here all by yourself. You have nothing but the forest to make money on. Now there is sell points, and you of course you can create your own fields, you can grow crop and all that. But it is a secluded area, a very secluded area. And looky here, guys, I think we have grapes over here on 33. Check that out. Now, I have been working on a No Man's Land map of my own, but I am taking a first look at this for you guys, with you. But as you can see, all we own is 26. So I'm going to go ahead and read the description. No Man's Land is made by Alien Jim, who, let me remind you, does great work in the FS community. So big shout out to Alien Jim for this No Man's Land map. It was awesome on FS19 and it's awesome on FS22. So here is the description from Alien Jim about this map. Between the borders of France and Spain lies a vast emptiness as no man's land, where the land has lain untouched the hands of man for years. Do you have what it takes to transform this wilderness into just a basic farm or into a great thriving dairy, wool, or logging empire? It's all about survival. It's all about survival. If the fittest build your own livelihood with the help of placeable buildings, sell points, and decor. No neighbors to stop your advancement or bog you down with contracts for field work. There is only one road in and one road out, so no need for transporting the goods. It's all in your capable hands. Do you have what it takes to survive? Will you give up and return to the city? There are options to remove all trees and rocks, in which I will be going over with you guys today, from the map to help you aid your discovery of your inner farmer. I hope you enjoy the survival mode. Note, the NML pack will be available as soon as possible. So there's going to be updates for No Man's Land. Again, a big shout out to Alien Jim, who made this map. So let's get right into this, guys. So here is the map. Like I said, you basically have 60 fields here, right, that you can choose from. However, the only field that we have that is actually a field that is ready to be cultivated and planted on and harvested, all that, is field 26. Everything else you will have to purchase. You can see every single plot of land that you buy is $85,000, just as it was in FS19. Okay. With that being said, if we look here, this is going to be a couple of things that we have down on our farm. This is going to be our silo here. This is going to be our vehicle workshop. This right here is our field. If you guys will look right here, you can see this field right here. This is our field, all right? And then right here's our farmhouse. And then here's our vehicle equipment, which we'll go over here in just a minute. So we are on field 26, and then right there's our vehicle workshop. It looks like it's a store. Okay, maybe it's not. And the silo, of course, I showed you that. Now, up here at the top of the map where we are currently at right now is the farm shop. And then we have our truck here, and we have a vehicle workshop, and we have an animal dealer, okay? Now, if we exit out, we're going to start taking a tour. Now, the way that we do this is I'm going to talk about the map a little bit, and then we will walk through the map, and we will probably fly through the map as well in flight mode. Let me slow my guy down just a bit. Let me get my help window on so I can see where I'm at and what I'm doing. So this is the truck that comes with FS22. Let's go ahead and go over the equipment real quick, guys. Let's go into the store and go down to owned items. So what this comes with, small tractor is going to be the Steyr 8150. And then we have the Rostelmash Nova 330 Harvester. We also have the Lizard Pickup 1986 truck, which has 2,346 hours on it. That's awesome. And then we have the Crampy Quality on Wheels half-pipe HP 20 trailer for our harvest. We also have the Rostelmash Power Stream 500 header. We have the Pottinger Servo 25 plow. And we have the Robbie EG39 cultivator. And then we have an Aggo 650 weight right here, as you can see. I don't want to sell it. And we have our Nordstein HK25 Plus NS3030 seeder right here, which plants these crops right here: your wheat, barley, oats, canola, oilseed radish, sorghum, and I cannot remember what that is right there to save my life. And then grass right here, okay? So with that being said, we've looked at the equipment, and I think if we go into let's go up to here, and right here, guys, this will tell you exactly where you can sell everything, which we only have one place to sell, which is our farm shop, and that's up here where we're sitting at right now. So up here, this is going to be our outtake point right here for anything that we possibly need. Service charges apply. So if we pull our truck, let's hop into our truck, and this truck is absolutely filthy. Let's go ahead and pull over here. Let's see what because it may have to put something in to get something out. Let's see. Yeah, I think and this may not be compatible for it, so let's shut that off. Let's hop out. Now this right here is our sell point. So anything you need to sell, you can bring it right here and drop it off with a trailer. And then over here, let's go ahead and speed up just a little bit. Over here is our big store. This is our store shop here. It's also got a vehicle workshop inside right here. So if you pull your vehicles into these checkered lines right here, in between the checkered lines, and then you go over here and click on that wrench, you will then be able to customize and repair your vehicles. So it's a very nice shop. It looks just like the one in FS19. Do the doors retract? Do they open and close? I guess not. Okay, so then over here, we have the animal dealer. Right here is your animal dealer right here. So you have to have pastures, of course, first, but I just wanted to show you guys that. I don't know if this opens. I don't think it does. But there's our animal dealer. Now, the cooler part about this also, guys, right here's a station where you can fill up your tractors with diesel. Also, one of the cooler parts about this map that I find, and I told you that we would talk about removing the trees and rocks, is right over here, okay? So, right here, guys, if you look at these signs and read them, it says, cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all rocks from the map. This will not include rocks around the edge of the map, okay? So that means like the very outer edge of the map, those rocks will not be removed, but everything with the inside of the map will be removed. Now, this sign right here, cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all trees from the map. This will not include trees around the edge of the map. Now, the trick to this, what is the catch? Because there's always a catch, right, to everything. The catch to it is you have to own this plot of land. So if we go to the map, all right, this is field 56. So if we buy this, all right, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to purchase it with you guys on here. All right, so let's go ahead and buy it. So now that we've bought this plot of land, remember that you have to own this field before you cut down those signs. Now, keep this in mind as well. Once you cut these signs down, it cannot be undone, okay? So you might want to maybe go like this and do a save beforehand, okay? Like save your game, and then cut down the signs and see if you like it like that, okay? So we're going to go and get our chainsaw out, and we're going to cut this sign down, then we're going to travel down to the farm, guys, okay? Let's go ahead and cut it down. All right, so that should have removed all the rocks. And this will remove all of the trees. Let's go ahead and get a line on this. And there goes the trees, guys. There goes the trees. All right, so there we go. All the rocks and the trees are gone. That's pretty awesome how they did that. I love that he put that in here, because the rocks and trees can sometimes be in your way. Now, remember, guys, you can always plant your own trees. You know, you can always plant your own trees by going to the store, going down here, going to construction, and then going over to landscaping and going to trees and bringing your trees out. You can always plant your own trees, so just keep that in mind, you know, if you decide to go this route. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into flight mode, and we are going to hover up, and we're going to go down this way. Now this is the main road in. Like I said, like the map says, one road in, one road out. This is it right here. This is kind of your main road right here. Now, in my opinion, No Man's Land on FS19, I have a whole entire city built on that No Man's Land on FS19. I'm also working on one on FS22. Well, let's go ahead and let's speed it up just a little bit. But if we look at this map, guys, let's take a good look here. I mean, look at this place, guys. It is huge. It is huge. I love it. Alien Jim did such a good job on this map. Now, keep in mind, it is like the one on FS19, so you cannot cross over. You cannot cross over. Maybe at some point he will make a point to where we can cross over. But that's kind of the point of No Man's Land, is that you can't cross the street. You cannot leave here. That is the point of having a No Man's Land map, okay? And there's also an air balloon up here, which I didn't notice that in FS19. Don't hold me to that. But I don't think they had the air balloon in FS19. But Alien Jim, you did an awesome job on this, man. A really, really amazing job. So we're going to go on back here. As you guys can see, this map is just... As you guys can see, this is the land of opportunity out here. You can build anything and everything you need out here. Now, the rocks like these right here, now what I find that is useful, and I don't know if it'll work on this map, but we will find out here real quick. So when you take the rocks out, right, like let's say this area right here, this area had rocks, and I just want to see if it works. I'm curious. I'm going to go into my menu, my store. I'm going to go into other and go to construction. I'm going to go to landscaping. I'm going to go to sculpting and go to soften, okay? And I'm just going to see if it will flatten these rocks. And it will. So once you remove the rocks, if you still have these little bulky spots left and you don't like them, you can always get out your landscaping tool and go to soften and just kind of soften these spots here where it takes the bulkiness of those leftover rock down. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm glad that we can do that in here. I was honestly worried about that. I haven't really, like I said, I haven't messed with this too much. But as you can see, you can take the landscaping tool and you can just kind of soften it all down. So let's exit back out. And you, like I said, you can do the same here. And if you look at it, it's all softened down. But I will finish all this up later. But as you can see, it worked. We purchased the land, we cut down the signs, and it removed the trees and as well as the rock. Now, there's still going to be a little rock in here like this. But again, you can get that landscaping tool out and you can flatten it right down as though it's never there. Starting over here, right here, guys, we didn't go over our, yeah, we did go over our equipment. So starting over here is our silo right here. This is going to be our, I'm sorry, not our silo, our water tank. Now, if you go into that, go to other and go to construction, and if you go over to buildings and then go to silos, the silo for No Man's Land is here. It's available now. Once you download No Man's Land, it goes into the store here. And then if you go to silo extensions, you're also going to find the silo extension for that, all right? And the water tank should be in here somewhere. There's our water tank right there, guys. There's the water tank. So just something to keep in mind there when you're doing this. If you want to put like an extra water tank in, or you want to let's say add to the silo over here. So you got the silo right here. And if you want to add to that, you go to silo extensions and you just grab this and pull it out here, and you can just add to the silo. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. But there is our water tank right there. Over here is going to be our silo. This is going to be your intake, and this is going to be your outtake. So anything you put in is going to store it, and then your pipe is right here to outtake whatever you need to get out. Walking on over to the shed here to where our equipment is. It is filthy. I love it. That's what I love about No Man's Land, is because when you first get here, everything is dirty, it's filthy, it's ran down, just like the map says, like it's not been touched by nobody's hands in years. That is one of the things I love about No Man's Land. So in here we have our weight, our cultivator, our plow, we have our trailer right there, harvester, our tractor, and we have our seeder right here. So that's pretty cool. Now you do have some fence line along the way here, along the side of the buildings here somewhere. Yep, right there is the, and this right here, we have a porta potty, which we'll open. And Ew. We'll close that back, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to walk into the shed here, our farmhouse, okay? So you're going to walk up, we're going to open the door, and I'm going to slow down just a tad bit, even though I'm at standard speed. And then over here we have a nice little rundown couch with a couple of holes in it. We got an old, look at that old wall heater, guys. Check that out. That's an old wall heater. I remember those things as a kid. Those things would keep a house warm quick. There's an old television. That is a very, very old television right there. Does it have a glare? It does. Let's go ahead and close this door back. As you guys can see, we have a little point over there. Now what's this right here? And here's your light switch right here, guys. So your light switch right there, turn the lights off and on. We have a kitchen in here. We have a kitchen. We have a stove, an old top stove there. We got a sink. I don't think you can open the... Yeah, you can't open those. I figured you could, but you can't turn the water on. Nothing like that. There's an old dish. I think that's an old washer. It's an old washer sitting right there. And here is something I'm very interested in. This is a... What is it saying? Okay, let's hit the R to change the cartridge. Game computer. No game cartridges available. Really? So are they eventually... Is Alien Jim eventually going to add a game cartridge to this map? To where we can play like some kind of game on this or something? Or... Like, that is so cool. That is super cool. Look at the old joystick, guys. Check that out. That is so awesome. So... Here's an old nasty bathtub here that probably needs some serious plumbing work, it looks like. Yeah, it doesn't even have a pipe, so you probably need to plumb that out and put some work into that. Right here, let's see what this does. This opens up our wardrobe, so that's pretty cool right there. That opens up our wardrobe. What is this over here? Okay, so both of these, this is sleep. This is where you sleep at. And this spot over here is your wardrobe, all right? Let's go ahead and see if we can't hop up in the loft. And we can. Let me just crouch down here a little bit. And up here we just got a bunch of boxes and, you know, nothing real important, but it's a cool little feature. It's a cool little addition to the map, you know what I mean? It's a cool addition. So it looks like he walked right down that ladder, didn't it, guys? But this is pretty cool, man. An old log house on no man's land. I love it. I love it. So we're going to flip the light switch out. We're going to go ahead and head back outside. And let's go ahead and close the door because it's rude to leave it open. And you know the old saying, when you leave a door open and people say, man, they're like, man, close the door. What's the matter, man? Was you born in a barn? You know that old saying. So let's go ahead and head back out here. And we're going to go over here. Now, this is the only field. Keep in mind, this is the only field that you have available, okay? And this is going to be field 26, what I showed you on the map. Now, you know, you would have to come in on the map, and you're going to have to obviously plow this. You're going to have to, you know, lime it, cultivate it. You'll probably have to get a rock picker, a stone picker for this. As you can see, there are stones right there in it. You'll have to do all the necessary steps to making that field look beautiful. I do have a video on how to maximize the yield on your field. I will link it here if I remember to do so, guys. I'll link that video here so you guys can check that out. And that video will show you exactly how to prepare this field or any other field that you have. So I think that is about it for this side. Now, if we walk over here, okay, this is our vehicle workshop. Now, you can grab this stuff right here. You can grab stuff like this and pick it up and move it back. There's a toolbox you do the same with. What are these over here? That is some kind of, I think that's like that hand grease or whatever it is. We got a big old tire right here. And then if we walk in, this is your vehicle workshop. Okay, we're gonna open this up. We're supposed to be able to open that door up. Supposed to be able to open that up if we can get it. There we go. Okay, I was fixing to say. All right, so if we go in here. All right, and the first thing you want to do when you repair your vehicles, you want to pull your vehicle right here up beside, somewhere close to this checkered line, and then go up here and click that gear, and right here you can again customize and repair your vehicles in here. So that beats having to drive all the way up to the shop, right? You got a vehicle workshop right here, which got a lot of nice stuff in there. And let's see what we got going on over here. Let's go ahead and hop over this way. Right here we got a little shed. Now in FS19, in the shed, it started out with a couple bales of silage and I think hay and some straw and some grass or something like that. But it is not like that in this one, and that is perfectly fine. But as you can see, you have a shed here. Now I will, if I can edit it somewhere in here, guys, I may not be able to because it's just a map tour. I might give a quick little sneak peek of my farm, or we might start a farm on No Man's Land. So be on the lookout for that, guys. We will definitely be starting a farm here on No Man's Land, as I have not done no official gameplay yet on this channel. It's been all tutorials, mod reviews, mod testing. So there you go, guys. There is No Man's Land. Let's go back into flight mode, and we'll take a flight over this way somewhere. And we're going to head over here. But as you guys can see, man, it is the land of nothing but opportunity out here. The sky is the limit, as my boy Jeffrey Gamer says. And you can pretty much build anywhere that you want out here. Now, I am curious about that vineyard. Let's go here. All right, so we do have a vineyard here. We do have a vineyard, so that's pretty cool. Check this out, guys. There is a whole vineyard right here to start with. So you would have to come in and do all the necessary steps on how to, prepare your grapes. I do have a tutorial on that as well, on how to prepare your grapes. I'll link that here as well, so you guys can check that out. But it just takes some mulching, cultivating, fertilizing. Having a vineyard just requires a lot of care and a lot of TLC. So, and then over here we have an old barn sitting here. Now, me personally, I would probably sell this. I don't see a need for it. There's nothing you can really park in here. I mean, it's kind of torn down. Now, if you want it just for the look itself, then yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I got stuck on my T word. But I don't think any of these old doors even open or anything like that. I don't think they do. Yeah, I don't think nothing opens. But that is pretty much it for No Man's Land. Now, guys, like I said, one way in, one way out. And if we go back up here, you guys can see that this map is just huge. It's just absolutely huge. Now, as you guys can see, it did not take the trees or the rocks off the edge of the map, as the game said it would not do that when you cut the signs down. So you can go as far as, I believe, right over here. I think this is as far as you can go. Yeah, that's as far as you go to the edge of the map. Let's go back around this way. Let's go ahead and fly back up. And that is pretty much it for No Man's Land, guys. This is going to be our first official map tour on CJ Farms. Subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button for me. Click that bell and click all so you know exactly when I post new content and when I go live. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, what do we got right here? Hold up. What we got right here? We have another drop-off point right here. I did not see this, guys. I do apologize. I did not see this. So this looks like it's going to be for, this is going to be for our sugar and flour. It's going to be for cereal and all that. All right. So this is another drop-off and sell point for stuff like your bakery stuff. So let me go into the menu here and I will check it out. Go to the menu here and I will check it out. Okay, so if we go into the menu here, and we can sell stuff here like wheat. You can put wheat there for your cereal because, wheat, I think you can do sorghum there as well. And what else do we have? So, guys, I'm so sorry for the background noise. But yeah, guys, there's your flour that you can put in there, your bread, cake, butter, cheese. It can all go right here. So, but also keep in mind, guys, that we do have a sell point right here as well, okay? So just keep that in mind. But with that being said, guys, subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button for me. Click that bell and click all so you know exactly when I post new content and when I go live, as I will be doing a live stream here on CJ Farms very, very soon. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, fellow farmers, stay safe, stay awesome, and be humble. I will see you all in the next video.